Good morning, everybody. Vaughn here with the Monster Vlog, and welcome to day 5 of Fit-Tober. And not to be like I think I have ADHD, but I just invited my husband to do my morning steps with me, and he was like, "Sure, are you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have the video pulled up. I just need to go shave, vacuum, and listed like 3 other things." And he was like, "Nah, babe," and he gave me a kiss and went off. So I needed to go do those 12 other tasks real quick, but let's see how long it takes me. It's going to be a race against the clock. What time is it? It is 10:42. Let's go. Okay, guys, it is, what time is it? It's 11:03. We did decent. We're getting to it. Let's get started. So, that's it. We did it. I put on Spotify a hard bass techno mix, and that got me through, y'all. Oh my gosh, it took me right back to my rave days of hula hooping. I even did some hula hooping and some poi spinning, and oh my god, it was so much fun. Music is magic, you guys, and I don't know why I don't listen to it more often, except for that I usually feel like I'm pretty overwhelmed, so I'll be thinking to myself, well, music, that's just gonna make me feel even more overwhelmed. That isn't correct. Music gives me clarity, and somewhere along the line I had forgotten that. But I want to show you all. Oh, and I did forget to hit record on a couple of the things, but they were just stretches. It was, the one was where you put your arms out like this, but you're on you're the seat, and so I go like this and like that. I guess I need to do it more because I don't really. I started
the hips by making big sweeping circles.
Oh gosh. I started tomorrow's workout already. Oh gosh. Oh, I can just click the screen and then click exit workout. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. 5-day streak and 5 workouts completed. So that is Fit-Tober day 5. Now let's talk about it. Hey guys, so that was a really good workout. I feel amazing. So I was and I took some notes. That's a lot of notes for one workout. When I should be working out, that's a lot of notes to be taking. So I started off my morning super sluggish and a little kind of depressed. I don't know. I get into my own head a lot sometimes, probably way more than what I need to. But that's just how I am sometimes, and I'm not going to hold it against myself, but I am going to. When I see a plant struggling, I don't be like, ugh. I give it what it needs. So whenever I see myself struggling, I'm going to try to give myself what I need. And that's, with my plant, it's are you getting enough sunlight? Are you getting enough water? Do you need more nutrients? And oddly enough, I'm not a plant, but those things work for me as well. It's drink you some water, get some nutrients, and let's do some movement and go out into the sun. So I didn't spend as long out in the garden as what I probably would have liked. It is a mountain of work out there, but getting a little of that vitamin D and just sunshine on my eyeballs. And it's hard to not be having a good day when I spend a little bit with my chickens. And I know that I'm coming back to myself because I'm actually taking the time to do these things. I played in the garden hose yesterday. It's called watering the garden, but I played in the garden hose yesterday, and I've missed it. I've missed standing there and feeding the mosquitoes, but also just getting to be outside. Sometimes I have to trick myself into doing the things that I want to do by turning it into work, but my next magic trick is to turn work into play. So as long as I get myself tricked into being there, because I feel like it's a thing that I need to do for whatever external obligation, it's I need an external excuse to do what I want to do. And so whatever, I'm not going to argue with the results, but so long as I keep remembering to turn that work into play, then I think I'll keep the fire of my passion for existing nice and thriving. So definitely sluggish this morning, definitely procrastinating once I came in from the garden. I was kind of because I was tied up in how much work there was to do in the garden. And also I was feeling kind of lonely. Like, my husband's a fantastic partner, but I am a little bit of a social butterfly, and I was missing some of my friends. So I texted some of my friends, and that's terrifying to me. I never text my friends. I miss them constantly, never text them. It's just, I don't know why, but I feel like the obstacle is the way. And in this case, fear is the obstacle, so I have to just jump in and do it. That's just how I'm going to handle this from now on, or at least today. And I did, and it was awesome. I got to have a couple of conversations with people that I miss, and, you know, that was really nice. I put on some bumpin' tunes, like heavy bass techno bumpin' tunes, and that really helped, because I was listening to like really relaxing, like meditation music, which is very like it was really affecting my energy level. And so whenever I put on something that was like bumpin', that was really affecting my energy level as well, and it was very invigorating. So this note says lighter weights to just do it. So in my mind, it's like, I know I can lift heavier than this. And then like trainer coach Yvonne, like in my head, there's a bunch of these, like, not really, but if you visualize this with me, it's like the movie Inside Out, where each of the different emotions has like a personification. Well, I picture mine as hamsters, and it's just a bullpen office style of all of my hamsters trying to coexist. And one of them is dressed as a personal trainer. One of them is in the corner with her nails like this, like judging everybody. There's one with an accountant, like the green visor and the ink blotters, and they're, you know, so, and there's one who's like a social media marketing manager. They are not good at their job, but I can't fire them because they're my hamster. I'll just have to try to do better on that one. But personal trainer hamster was like, oh shit, I don't even remember what we were talking about now. Oh yeah, that's why I take notes. Personal trainer hamster was like, it's week 1. You didn't even feel like being here. Let's just do this. Let's get through this. And so I was like, yeah, let's get through this. And so we were doing the like chest flies and the army uppy things and the like these, all with just the 5-pounders. And I'm really hoping, because in the past I would have gone to like my 10 or 15 pound dumbbells to do those, because that's where it's like, oh, really challenging. I like lifting heavy. Well, that's heavy for me at least, but I made myself stick to just the 5-pounders because I really don't want to be decimated tomorrow and like feeling where my body hurts. Because if I have too many excuses not to do it, I'm that much more likely to not do it. Whereas if the only excuse is that I'm feeling kind of sluggish and procrastinating, I want to make that my only excuse. I don't want to also have a headache from dehydration, or have my body be so sore that I don't feel like moving. Even though I've learned over the years that whenever I'm hurting like that, the best thing I can do is to start moving. So there's that. So it's personal trainer on, hamster in my head trying to help me out, to stick to the lighter weights, just to get through it, just to get it done. We can always do more next time. And then I wrote down this toxic thought. What is even the point of lifting things? I should be cleaning my house or yard with this effort. And Hamster Vaughn, personal trainer Hamster Vaughn, is going to call bullshit on that one, because, and I wrote, the point is to move slowly, all juicy in your joints, to feel your strength and give your body your full and undivided attention. Be right here. I lit some incense, I had the music going. Be right here where you're at and give yourself some attention. The house can wait its turn. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good advice, Vaughn. So on day 5 of Fit-Tober, we descend even deeper into the insanity. But I'm really digging it and like feeling myself, y'all. So I'm ravenous though. My new BitFit arrives tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that because I would have liked to have seen what my heart rate got to. Like, I was just playing, y'all, and it feels so good to play. Like, in every inch of my being, it feels good to play, and I've really missed it. So, but again, another one of the ways that I have to trick myself into playing is to practice. So I still haven't gotten to the point where I sit down and play the guitar. I'm always practicing the guitar, but I know that one day maybe, we'll see, I hope, that I will be able to play the guitar, that I'll be familiar enough with the dance steps that I can just go. And I want to apply that to all different aspects of my life. Like, and it does help me by doing like very repetitive things like drills and like, you know, different things like that to get myself into a flow state where I do feel like I am playing. It just sometimes takes a while, but it's always worth the effort. And I think today I hit a little bit of a flow state with my workout. Like, I've finally on day 5 kind of figured out the camera angles, and so that isn't taking up as much brain space. And I'm really excited about editing this because that's getting easier every single day. And which, by the way, I need to be over here, that way I'm going to turn the camera a bit, that way it makes me it easier on future editing, Vaughn, for me to be over there. We are putting together a grocery order for today, and that's primarily meat and dairy products. So I had told myself that I had wanted to start buying at Brahms, and this was before the camp along and before I had even thought of Fit-Tober or anything like that. But I want to start eating dairy products that like don't have bovine growth hormone in them. I have zero like evidence to show one way or the other why I feel this way. I'm just like, maybe, I don't know, I'll try it. It's as easy as buying from Brahms instead of from the Walmart. Like, so we're gonna try doing that, but I have zero groceries in my house right now. Like, even with ingredients, it's like, I'd really like, we could make do if it was the apocalypse, but it's not. And I'm gonna go buy some groceries and treat myself to some fresh, delicious food. So I'm experimenting. I want to stop saying I'm trying to, because I'm not just trying, I am doing these things. Trying to makes it sound like there's effort that's not achieving any accomplishment. Like, I'm trying. I am putting together a meal plan that's very loosey-goosey, but it's getting practice for Nom Nom November, because I'd really like to, like last night we had pork chops, and what else did we have? No, last night we had Five Guys burger fries, and we went to go see a movie. It was the night before that we had pork chops, carrots, and green beans for dinner. And I was just practicing measuring out, you know, just like how we had done on day 3 for the, what was that yesterday? Time's a construct, and it's elusive to me. The other day, I was having breakfast and I was documenting it, like keeping track in my calorie counter, and I was like, this is way too many eggs. I don't need this many sausage links. Like, I think we talked about that in the vlog. Well, having dinner, it was like perfect. I didn't need the brown sugar and the carrots, but I had already like dished it out for, it was like leftovers from camping. We had like prepped the carrots and everything and didn't get around to eating it because we had so many leftovers. So we went ahead and just had it here, but I don't know how many calories that would have been, but just kind of keeping track of it and just paying attention to how much of what I'm using is a really good first step to get me to where I want to be, which is where I'm used to using the amount that's a serving, or however much is actually necessary for the recipes. Like, again, with those eggs, I didn't need 3 eggs, and I certainly did not need the whole tablespoon of butter because it's stuck to the skillet anyways, but that's neither here nor there. Like, why isn't there just a good non-stick skillet? It's so anyway, I'm practicing getting our food squared away that way, setting ourselves up for success. So my thinking is on this moving forward into Nom Nom November that if I'm cooking once, I need it to count for twice. So if I'm cooking dinner, I'm cooking enough that there's leftovers for us to have for the next day. Because Randy and I get really burnt out on full on, like, we don't like eating leftovers that are like, we'll eat it on the 2nd day, but on like the 3rd day, we'll still eat it. On the 4th day, it's starting to like get fridgy, if you know what I mean. Like, if we leave it in the casserole dish, the last piece of like lasagna's like leaked water out, and the noodles look all sad, and the cheese is shriveled and angry. Like, so I only need to make enough for day 1 and day 2. and then we can like kind of cycle things through. And then also I'd like to alternate that we can have cooking days and non-cooking days. So like I'll get it drawn up and I'll share it with you guys whenever I have it figured out. But I'm very happy to, at relatively the beginning of October, it's only October 5th, it's only day 5 of Fit-Tober, but getting my hamsters mulling it over, I have all month. There was no rush to rush into a plan. Like there's no urgency to rush into a plan and try to make sure that I have everything figured out right now. I can write down ideas, I can test them out, and I can get this working and put together so that we can have a very successful Nom Nom November, because I want some dang old Thanksgiving dinner food this year. I tell you what. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to meal plan, and I'm terrible at cooking turkey, y'all. It's just dry and sad every single time. And then there's so much of it. It's good in soups though, but there's a restaurant around here where you can just buy a pound of smoked turkey and it's delicious and juicy and I didn't have to cook it. So I think I'm gonna get some of that and just plan like one meal each week. I'll be taking, so it's like I'm gonna want one of the meals to be turkey and green bean casserole, because I love green bean casserole, and like a little bit of stuffing. And so I'll be able to make that, and if we plan out the calories and stuff, there's no reason why we couldn't have that. And I'm stoked because that's all I wanted. And then we might have it a second time in the month of November. And this is like the American Thanksgiving. So if any of our UK friends are watching this and you're like, why? It's just, I don't know, I wasn't raised right. But actually I have really fond memories of whenever I was a kid, we'd have, okay, we were pretty poor when we were kids, and Dad was really sick. So I was in charge of Thanksgiving, and I think I was 11. And it was just me, my dad, and my brother. But I got thick cut turkey lunch meat from the deli, and like pan seared it and put like a jar of gravy on it, and did stovetop. I don't think it's Stouffer's, but it's just the stovetop stuffing. And I made mashed potatoes from scratch. Those were pretty good. But that was Thanksgiving dinner one year. So that was really nice. Like Thanksgiving's kind of jank, but important to me for like, it's family. It's getting to hang out with family, and you know, anyways, I want to eat some turkey, dang it. Like, so we're going to figure out how to do that and fit it in to Nom Nom November. Oh yeah, deviled eggs too. Definitely going to have to make some deviled eggs, but I'm going to take y'all on that journey with me, and I'm going to have to journal about what I think about Thanksgiving now, because it's like, I'm so tired of like these past like 5 or 6 years, especially from my own personal perspective. It's Thanksgiving had morphed into very business oriented. That's when we're dropping our Black Friday stuff. That's when we're going and buying and standing in line. And it's like, so I'm kind of jaded and bitter and exhausted about the holidays from that perspective. But over the years, it's become increasingly precious to me, the time that we do get to have, because we usually do Friendsgiving, and then we see family for Christmas, but our friends are our family, you guys. So I'm really excited about getting to see our friends again this year and stuff. So I think it's okay to have mixed feelings about things and still enjoy them. So day 5, we did it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm like buzzing. Yeah, and today I totally did like stepping in between some of the workouts as well. So did I? Yeah, I did all of my notes. I'm highly distractible today, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna go clean my house. Let's see if we get anything done. Oh, and if you're following along on your own Fit-Tober, either along with me or in the future, because really it doesn't matter what time of the year you do it, just take 31 days and devote yourself to what your goals are and you'll get there. But if you're following along with me at any point in time and space, leave a comment down below, and especially if you're posting online, I'd love to be able to go and support you back. So thank you guys for being here and for watching. I'll see you next time. Keep on keeping on. Mwah.